In my previous video, I looked at the counter trend moves that were starting. Well, at this point, I think we're probably getting pretty close to the end of those counter trend moves, and the larger intermediate trend move should resume fairly quickly. So the first chart here is the euro. I've noted before, in the advancing stage of an intermediate cycle, oversold conditions don't tend to last very long before they reverse, and then the larger intermediate trend resumes. So we're in that zone in the euro now where we could get that reversal anytime. The 5-day RSI has finally moved down to oversold. And I'm going to say that we may have a few more days. Options expirations on Friday. The market is usually supported into options expiration, so I would not expect the stock market to top until Thursday or Friday, and that could continue to put downward pressure on the euro and yen, and upward pressure on the dollar. So the next chart here is the yen, and you can see we've still got a little ways to go before the yen gets oversold. So that could be another factor that keeps the dollar rising for maybe a few more days. Is the yen probably still has a little bit further to drop before we're likely to get a daily cycle low and then resume the upward trend. And the final chart here is gold. We've got a short-term downtrend in motion here. This could turn into a daily cycle low, but I say again, once the RSI gets oversold in the advancing stage of an intermediate cycle, that is your buy zone. So once the dollar rolls over and starts heading down, then this short-term downtrend should be over, and we should have a very powerful leg up during this next phase of the intermediate cycle, as this should be when the dollar begins the move down into its intermediate and possibly yearly cycle low. So the selling in the dollar over the next month and a half, when the dollar does turn back down, the selling should become very intense, and that should drive a very strong move higher in gold. So watch the 5-day RSI. If it does manage to get down to this oversold level, then that would be the sign that we're in the buy zone, and you should be prepared to get heavily long at that point if that does materialize.